Hello, I'm from the Australian Government.
And I'm from the opposition.
And we're here to warn you that if you vote for minor parties and independents this election, you could end up with
a minority government. And we're here to tell you why that's a very, very bad thing.
For us.
A minority government, from the Latin minimus gubernatio, meaning less bullshit, happens when voters are smart enough to not give any one party complete control of government.
Which means instead of being able to ram through whatever shit legislation we promised Tassal or Santos, we'll need the support of other MPs you elect. Sometimes we'll have to work with minor parties, sometimes with independents, and sometimes with the opposition.
If we're not being total dickheads that day.
In other words, we'll be forced to
share power. And we fucking hate that, which is why we're trying to scare you away from minor parties and independents by telling you
minority governments cause chaos and instability.
Remember that time we went into minority government a few years ago? No, because you probably didn't even notice it.
These states and territories have a minority government right now.
As do all of these countries, and yet they all still exist. Here in New Zealand, we haven't had a single party government for decades, and we still exist, even if everyone forgets we do.
And here in Denmark, we've had minority government since 1909, yet somehow have world-class healthcare, education, and rank as one of the world's happiest countries.
Fine, so they're pretty stable, but
minority governments can't get anything done.
And yet this one passed more legislation than any other Australian government. And that's cause by having to work with these guys in the lower house, Julia also got their support in the Senate, where bills must pass to become law. So she didn't get so much done in spite of minority government, but because of it.
Whatever, still not as good as a majority coalition government. Of course, when you think of it, the coalition is literally two parties sharing power, which means this was technically a minority government. And this one, and this one, and this one too.
So you're saying minority governments do work?
Only when we do it, honey. Because when these nutters hold us to ransom by demanding $20 billion for dams in exchange for their support, that's stable government.
But when we negotiate with these guys, it's chaos and instability.
Fucking no.
The truth is, minority governments do cause chaos. For us, who'll have to share power and negotiate.
For lobbyists, who won't be able to influence us as easily since power will be shared across Parliament.
And for journos, who'll have to make more than 2 phone calls to do their job.
For everyone else, it's just democracy working as intended,
where politicians have to earn their fat paychecks by talking to each other. So if you're sick of majority governments passing shit bills for our mates,
and sick of us constantly teaming up to ignore the things you want, like public hearings for the NAC,
a ban on gambling ads,
an inquiry into AUKUS,
a whistleblower protection authority,
truth in political advertising laws,
lifting job seeker above poverty levels,
making these motherfuckers pay their fair share of tax,
ending native forest logging,
and climate action that isn't bullshit,
then you might want to force us into a minority government at this election.
Except this minority government, we're shit no matter what.
Authorised by the Department for the Prevention of Chaos due to too much democracy.